What is up, diecast collectors? This is 9446 Network back with another diecast review, and today this is Underdog Best Diecast of the Year right here, folks, for the Chevrolet Group. Here it is, Noah Gragson's 2022 Wendy's Talladega number 62 car, the Biggie Bag Edition. Of course, this is the only Wendy's car they ran, the Biggie Bag Edition. Once a year at Talladega, number 62. Beard Oil Motorsports Chevy Camaro. Unbelievable car. And you guys know that we never got a, what's the guy's name? A Brendan Gaughan number 62 Cup car. We got a couple Xfinity diecasts made, I believe, but we never got a Cup car for Beard Oil Motorsport. Until now, it's Noah Gragson and Wendy's. Two big marketable factors that got this car made. And it is an unbelievable paint scheme. And I really like this car because, you know, I eat at Wendy's. So to have a diecast of it with that sponsor is so awesome. And have a Noah Gragson Cup car. This is my only Noah Gragson Cup car. We got the Xfinity car in our collection, but not a Cup car for Noah Gragson. And I have no idea if we are going to even get a Colleague Racing 16 one of Noah Gragson now that we have this thing. But this car has a hauler in the NASCAR Authentics, meaning this car could be in the Authentics, but I think you're better off getting in the Gold Series if you want the good graphics and not the new fuzzy type of graphics. Who knows, they might make it with the good graphics. We don't know that yet because they didn't show us the wave. But anyways, time to get to the diecast itself. You got number 62. They didn't put Beard Oil, they just put Wendy's on there, so no Beard Oil Motorsports because it's on the B-pillar right there. Beard, really sharp, we'll get to that. So you get the Chevy Camaro front end right there. Really cool to see it's on a Camaro, the Wendy's sponsored car. You got Wendy's right here, ZL1. The hood vents covered up by the Wendy's because they did not make the hood vents a PNG to go over the Wendy's logo. They just pasted the Wendy's right on top. You got the little girl logo for Wendy's. Sunoco, Goodyear, NASCAR Cup Series 62, Noah Gragson, Biggie Bag right on the side, and of course you have NG for Noah Gragson, Beard, and of course the Wendy's girl again over the bag required or secured, what does that say? Wow, bag secured, Wendy's right there, you got the black rear quarter window right there, of course you have $5 Biggie Bag, Beard Oil Motorsports, got Chevy, Wendy's, the girl logo again, under the taillight this time. The 62 Camaro ZL1 with the blocky rookie stripes. Got $5 Biggie Bag on the deck lid right there. Noah Gragson's name and Wendy's on the top. So without further ado, let's get to the paint scheme. Now, Wendy's has never sponsored a NASCAR for a long time. We haven't gotten one since like the 90s era of NASCAR. But we never got them to sponsor like a Cup car or Xfinity or even truck. I don't recall any Wendy's cars until now. So this sponsor really kind of is a newish, oldish sponsor because they're mostly on the new side because they only showed up once in like NASCAR's entire history. And then they showed up again with this car. So it's a new sponsor. So if you're collecting cars with different sponsors, this is definitely one to get right here, folks. This one's going to shoot up in value like... It's just going to be insane how much money this car is going to be worth. If you really take care of it and you keep it in the shape that it came in from the factory, this car might have some resale value. But onto the paint scheme itself, you got the 62 right there, and it kind of has a bit of a red outline on top of the red, but it's kind of hard to see. It's on a red car. It's spray painted red. White number 62 in the Richard Childress font. Kind of a Richard RCR font, Richard Childress, because this car kind of is affiliated. I want to say they're affiliated with Richard Childress, the 62 car that runs only one race. 62 on the top is just all red, no outline to it, it's just all white backdrop with the same red of the Wendy's. And this car has a lot of details, so we're going to get into it. We got the new style dark gray wheels, so this is kind of a new way of them painting it. This doesn't even look like paint. It looks like they printed, because you can see like the little spots and specks in it. So it looks like these are printed on the wheel, which is kind of interesting. It's a new rim type. That's new. We haven't gotten rims like these yet on these cars until now. So on the front of it, you have the black splitter. Of course, the black spoiler out back. And of course, you have the front of it, which has the blue outline 62. And of course, it looks like a Santa Claus beard, just like the Napa car, except it has red corners underneath the headlights. So it pretty much wraps around the bottom, the lower OEM details, which looks really cool. And it kind of stops right after the front wheel well. And yes, this car has painted, wrapped side skirts. So, and the cool part about it is a lot of these Camaros and Camrys and Mustangs have painted up or just all black side skirts. These guys actually went out there and painted it, which you can wrap over that side as long as you don't mess around with the underbody. As you can wrap the side. So yeah, you can do it, but it's mostly been small teams. So hopefully the bigger teams start figuring out how to get the painted side skirts on these things, because these look how much it adds to the look of the car. Like, look at that. I think it really adds to the look of how the next gen car actually looks. So that's a good idea for that. Really, really cool. And of course, we're going to take a look at the rest of the paint scheme here. So we have the Biggie bag on the side. You got a piece of hair on this car. Anyways, you got Biggie bag right on the side. It's a bag, actually. An actual bag of food on the side of this car. And of course, it's got the light blue to it. This is my favorite color combination. Like the light red, the light blue. Almost like a ketchup red on this car. But it's still the lightest. That's on the lighter spectrum of color, right? Just this color scheme, just like red, light blue, and white are my favorite color combinations. So to have it on this car is unbelievable. It's my favorite color combination. That's why it's the colors for Flash Racing Entertainment. Because it just looks awesome, dude. And it's got the shadow of it as well, the bag. This side has it as well, the shadow from the bag being on the side. And of course, it starts out with the blue, or continues, I should say, onto the rear quarter panel and onto the back bumper. But you do have a lot of it in white. So you have the blue outline right here next to the roof rail. And of course, the white just kind of wraps around like this part of it. Like if I'm covering this part up with my finger, you can tell that all that portion is white right there. Just swooshes and has a bit of the white, lightish blue like stripings under the Wendy's logo. And of course, all the white wraps over the gas hole right there, the Get Biofuel. Just the bottom corner, the upper corner of that car. Just wraps all the way up to the deck lid and onto the roof with the white. The black roof rails. And of course, the black spoiler right there. And the white kind of goes all the way down from the deck lid to the black bumper. And it just stops right at the tip right there. The bumper itself is blue with the yellow rookie stripes. It's all white. And of course, just an unbelievable car. And the painted side skirts, once again, like you can see, it just goes all the way down. Of course, the Biggie bag right there just wraps all the way down. I think this is the only diecast that I have that's like this, the painted side skirts. I don't have any other. Well, my customs have the painted side skirts, but I don't know about the actual made cars like this one have them. So this is a really cool one to get with that detail. Oh, wait, no, the Tide one I think has it, the painted side skirts. I think we'll have to look at that one in another video here. But the little Wendy's girl, a little fact about this. You get a closer look at it, it's not a pit road arrow, so they know where to lift him up. That's usually what they put. They get the arrow so they know how to lift him up on pit road. They put the Wendy's girl there on top instead of the arrow, so really, really detailed car. Like, when you get a closer look at it, you're going to notice a lot of detail on this car. It's a beautiful die-cast. And, of course, this car was originally released with the metal chassis when it first came out, and they finally gave it to us in the October shipment report as one of the cars that the Gold Series waves. Really cool, unbelievable paint scheme. You got to get this car if you haven't gotten it. It's a fantastic, unbelievable paint scheme. And just cool to have a Wendy's diecast. Like I said, this is probably my favorite restaurant. So to have a diecast of it, and I'm a NASCAR fan, so to have a NASCAR of Wendy's is really, really cool. And the next gen as well, so you can get a 360 view. Really cool car. This is Beard Oil's first ever diecast they've gotten for their merchandising program. So really, really cool. They got a hauler for this as well, which a fun fact about that car is if you guys have a 360 view, that car has a blue window net, the picture of it that they're showing. So, and I looked at pictures of the car. I do not recall this thing having blue window nets. I could be wrong. But, of course, the diecast is just going to have the black because that's just the painted plastic of the roll cage. But these cars, this car had a blue window net on there, so that's an interesting fact. I don't know why it had it, and the picture of it also did not have the black rear quarter window painted on. So this car must have been adjusted after it was released. So they came out with another template for the diecast. So that's kind of an interesting little fact about it. But if you're a Noah Gragson fan, get this car because this is part of his career. And they have a diecast of it. Really special. I highly doubt it that we're going to get the beard oil black and blue and gray paint scheme. So for your diecast series, if you're going to have a number 62 car, run this car. This is the best way to do it. The Wendy's paint scheme. Really, really cool. And yeah, I might go get me some Wendy's after this video is done being recorded. So I better get this done so I can go do that. So thank you guys for checking this car out. Comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast.